All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Azizdrives. I'm doing something very crazy today. I just met some strangers in Monaco at the port where the beautiful yachts are, and I saw them having Instagram names on their car and three Abarths, and everyone was very happy seeing the Aston Martin. Very cool people somehow. So I thought, you know what? Let's talk to them a little bit, and looks like one of those guys has a YouTube channel. So I talked to him a little, and then we figured out, you know what? I'll take his car for a drive, and he's going to take my car for a drive. So we both have a review for our channels, and that's great. I mean, could it be better? I don't think so. I'm sitting right now in a Fiat 500 Abarth, and it's a very cool car. It has quite some miles. And it seems like it was banging someone yesterday because there are a lot of things of girls inside here. So I guess he's using his car pretty good. Yeah, quite some miles on it, 170,000 kilometers. He told me that the car has a stage 1 tune-up on it. When I press the sport button, it has 200 horsepower, which is very good for such a small car. The car is only 1,100 kilograms, if I remember it correctly. Check me on the numbers because this is very spontaneous, and I just thought, you know what? Let's just do it. Why not? Let's be spontaneous sometimes. Let's help someone out. Of course, it's Ramadan. Good month to help people out. Why not? Okay, stats. The original one, if I remember it correctly, has 156 horsepower, if I remember it correctly, and 230 newton meters of torque. This one has a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, turbocharged. 200 horsepower, stage 1 map. It has two maps. One sport, when you put the sport on, it has 200 horsepower, so that is the one we are going to drive with. And it sounds pretty good. So I believe it's pushing over 1.3 bar. So it's a good little pocket rocket. Let's see. The climate control and the stuff doesn't work, but who needs that anyway? Just open the window and enjoy. Our GoPro just dismounted itself. Holy shit, I have to stop here. Uh-oh. I guess this is my lucky day. That just happened. So let's continue with the review, man. What is going on today? All right. So Fiat Abarth 500. Car originally came out in 1957. It was loved by everyone, and the original car had 18 horsepower. This one has 200. So we're driving it uphill here, and I want to find out how it goes around those corners. I mean, of course, what else? This is a car for cornering experience. What is very dangerous about Abarths like this is, as soon as you press the brake, the rear wheels, they lose a lot of grip because it doesn't have any weight at the back. So what is going to happen is it's going to oversteer. Very bad because the tires are so narrow and you can control the oversteer very good. Of course, if you're a skilled driver, it doesn't really matter. But if you're a beginner, you're probably going to turn, or even worse, crash. So, okay, it sounds good, but I feel the clutch is not really good. Or the gearbox has been abused, as if I have to tell you exactly what I feel sitting inside the car. It feels like it has been used properly. Let's say it like this. Ooh. Oy, it's quite good on the throttle, eh? The little car has so much boost. It's incredible. You don't have to turn off the DSC because it doesn't work. I just love it. I just love it. Those guys, they just drive their cars, they don't care. Just use them as long as you can. The Golf behind me is pushing also. Wow! Hairpin coming up. Good brakes. Heel and toe, go around the corner and step on the throttle again. Boost is coming after 3000 RPM. Very good. Well, it fits actually quite well around those corners. A little bit of understeer. Pow! Third gear. It's fantastic. Air conditioning doesn't work, so I have more horsepower. Love it. Pow. And around the corner, third gear. A little bit of understeer, but it's really not that bad. And a good acceleration. Those cars do a 0 to 100 in 7.5 seconds. Second gear. The Golf is racing me, it seems. It's so hot in here. Whoa! It's really hot in here. But they're not the most reliable cars. They're really not. I mean, 170,000 kilometers and the car has, every light just came up. Steering wheel failure, airbag failure, engine light, engine warning, ESP doesn't work, air conditioning doesn't work, but that's what a car like this is about, you know. Let me just remove the GoPros from the outside. I don't want it to fall out. God damn. This review is too fun, man. It's too funny. The guy behind me is very mad. Okay, probably in a rush. That was a problem. Okay, would I suggest a car like this to people? Yes, sub 60,000 kilometers. After 120, 30,000 kilometers, you really have to maintain it properly, otherwise you will have problems. First gear. I'm driving very big cars lately. I'm not so used to small cars anymore. So it's kind of fun. What I like is, I like the position of the gearbox, 5-speed gearbox. It's kind of high, but I like it somehow because you can reach it very easily, put it into next gear. Second gear, third gear, second gear again. Very good, very good. It has a nice position. It's very close to the steering wheel. You have only like 10 centimeters left of space. So very good car. I really like those Fiat Abarths. I really do. They are stable as standard, but what they are most is a show car. It's really a show car. You can make them so loud like Ferraris. I will show you another one that is driving with us, a Competizione. That car is incredibly loud. We will film it right now. We changed cars. We are driving now the latest Fiat 500 Abarth. And on the first couple of meters, you can tell it is very hard. So sport suspension, sport everything basically. And we are going to check it around those corners and on the hills of Monaco. And let me tell you something, the sound of this little car is completely different than the other one. And we have a sequential gearbox, which is also very interesting. I never thought I would drive a small car like this with a sequential gearbox. Okay, let me turn somewhere and push it uphill. So steering wheel feels very solid. This is such an improvement between this car and the old car. It's incredible. It's really incredible to think of. Two completely different cars, to be honest. I wouldn't have thought it, but this is really, really something else. Let me push it a little bit more. All right, first gear. Can you hear those pops and bangs? Pwah. Sometimes I hear one of these and I think, oh, a Ferrari is coming, and then I see a small little Abarth. It's too funny. Okay, let's go. Whoa! Holy shit! That's what I'm talking about, baby! You see me bumping? Holy crap, that's crazy! Oh! Oi, 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 oi! Oh, that's what I like, my friends. A small little 595 Competizione. Holy shit, this? Okay, let's be honest here, all right? I did not think this doesn't have a stage 1 tuning, the old one has. I did not think that I would say this is going to be better, but boy, oh boy, was I wrong. This little shit car, man, it's not shit, but you get the message, it's so small, is so much better than the old model. It's incredible. It brakes crazy. The suspension is too hard. It sounds ridiculous. It accelerates like bonkers. And it shifts quite fast. But the suspension is so hard. It's so hard. You can really throw it around those corners. I think you got the message. If you can't afford it, buy the new one. That is crazy. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the people and see you on the next one. Goodbye. Hey. Hey, this one. The suspension is so hard. It's so hard.